This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Record!
Nice.
Look at those guns. Boom,
Hell
boom,
yeah,
boom.
dude. Hell yeah, I've been switch boxing.
Switch boxing. Oh, that's dope.
It's really fun.
A while ago, I was like, I should start boxing or like some sort of fight class.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would enjoy fighting people.
Yeah. I gotta say, the switch boxing is really fun. And it's like a really good workout for like, you can go however long you want. But like today I just did 20 minutes and I was like, oh my God. But you feel fucking cool.
Yeah. You're moving
Yeah.
for 20 straight minutes.
Yeah. It's fun.
Since all of a sudden now things are worse than ever? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's so hard to
I
tell.
don't know. It's so hard to tell.
Well, how are you, dude?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I saw that movie Old.
Oh, how was?
Dude. See it? It's bonkers. I don't want to say too much because you should see it. That's
Okay.
all I'll say.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I will see
Okay.
it.
And I recommend getting a group of friends and seeing it. And just... You'll get the vibe like the first line in.
Okay, the very first line in, you're going to be like, I know what this is. I know how this is going to feel.
Truly, like, it started in the first line. The whole theater was just like, okay.
You know what's so nuts about M. Night Shyamalan is that he really, at the beginning of his career, had such amazing movies. Like a few really amazing movies. And then I think he kind of, every 3 years, has a new one.
Right.
I challenge him to just hang out a bit. See what comes, don't force it.
And it's so hard because he is in such a wild box where it's like, there better be a twist.
Yes.
There better be a twist, where I think that gets to like, oh no, man.
Yeah, who are you?
Bummer, dude.
Are you Dick Wolf? You can't do this every
You
week.
can't do it all the time. The Visit ruled. Did you see The Visit?
No, but
that was the last one that I really enjoyed.
Those
of his.
were the grandparents, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
My mom and niece enjoyed it.
Yes, good. It's really good. But
Wow.
so I saw that and just kind of having a nice little week watching Olympics.
Yes.
And just cheering on the athletes and
Oh.
every choice they make.
Everything they do is perfect. I have no complaints. If you're listening to this, we recording this at the end of July, so you may be hearing it after the Olympic. I don't know how long the Olympics last.
I think till mid-August, maybe.
Oh,
or no, maybe all of next week. Maybe it's 2 weeks. I think
Okay.
it might be 2 weeks.
I really thought you were about to say until May.
I think May 2023. I think that's how it works.
It could. I don't know.
It truly could now with COVID. Who knows?
It's really funny because I haven't watched any of the Olympics, and yet I have been watching the Olympics gymnastics Peacock series Gold.
Oh, cool. Is that great?
It's like very intense, like, you know, for any of those, especially the young women in the sport. It's such a hard thing.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous in so many ways.
Mentally and physically.
Yes.
Just.
Like, you know, one of the girls was like, oh, yeah, my friend paralyzed herself. Like, it was just like, yikes. Like,
And that's what, like, with Simone Biles, like, I was just reading a lot about that vault where so many gymnasts were like, that is so dangerous. Even though she happened to land on her feet, like, it could have gone horrifically wrong. Just a millisecond or inch, different. It could have gone catastrophically wrong. And it's like, oh, it's easy to not know that.
yes.
And how scary it is. And when and a lot of like other gymnasts are coming out about like being like, oh yeah, I was forced to still do a floor routine after I nailed my head on the balance beam and should have gotten like my spine checked.
Yes.
But nope, I had to go do that. Like, it's really wild, and it's intense.
Yeah. Also, good on her for having that moment. I bet she had that moment of like, oh shit, I almost really injured myself.
Absolutely. Where it's just like, whoa, I got lost in the air. That is so scary.
Yeah, I nearly had a very serious. Have you ever had that in life where you're like, shh, I just avoided something that was very bad?
Yes.
Yeah. Where you're like,
yeah, I'm trying to think of specifics, but a couple of times where it's like, that could have
killed me.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you have those moments, you're like, you know what? I actually don't have to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. A very like, oh, okay, I need to chill out in whatever way that means in that moment of like,
hey, and we talk about
I
it
don't have to do that
all the time. Trust your gut. Trust your gut.
Yes.
If your gut says, hey, don't fling your whole body into the air at 30 miles an hour and then like, you don't have to.
Yeah, then don't. It's fine. Yeah, it's cool that it's now really being talked about finally.
Yeah.
Because it is such a I can't even and like for Simone of just like we watched the first round, like just the qualifiers, and the announcers the whole time were just like, oh, well, she's the GOAT, but right now she is not being the GOAT. And just like, where it's like, lay on, like, what? There's so much wild pressure. I can't even imagine that. Like, I can't imagine what it is like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah.
She rules. Everybody rules.
Also, I think as a whole, we got to respect people's individual choices to do what they want.
I know. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Guys, if
Rihanna
Rihanna doesn't want to make an album, don't make Rihanna make an album, guys.
Don't make Rihanna make a... Yeah, she'll make one and it'll destroy us all.
Yes.
In the best way.
And I guess if M. Night wants to make another movie, fine, he can make another movie.
Let him make another one.
I just think he could sit and let it just stew a bit. Believe in him. You don't rush the process. Well, glad we're fixing all the world's problems.
Well, yeah, we've solved everything. So good job, everyone.
Shall I
yes.
read a listener's story?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh my God, prove it.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Okay, this is subject line: the very real and very haunted story of the witch cats that tried to kill me.
Ooh, witch cats.
Witch cats. I'm in my way now, making it. Okay, dear Betsy and Marcy, I'm a huge fan of the pod. Thank you so much for making my Spooktober more spookier.
Ooh, yeah.
And I've never written into anything like this before, but I thought you would get a kick out of this freaky thing that happened to me one summer while I was home from college.
Hell yes.
Like Betsy, I grew up in Colorado, but in a town called Manitou Springs?
Manitou Springs.
Manitou Springs. That makes
Whoa.
sense. You should pronounce the I guess. Manitou Springs, which people often return to, which people often refer to as Old Witchy Town of the Big Colorado, which is truly an understatement if you ask me. But one summer I was biking around downtown Colorado Springs and decided to ride up to a mural for the Olympic Training Center on the roof of an abandoned tin building I had always noticed. We were just talking about the Olympics.
Yeah, we were. Look at that. I've been to the Olympic Training Center in Colorado
that's
Springs.
so cool.
It's very cool.
I wanted to get a closer look at it because it had graffiti covering the sides. When I got to the side of the building, there was a dead grass pasture. Sorry, I cannot read. When I got to the side of the building, there was a dead grass pasture in front of it with a bunch of stacked wooden crates in the corner. At first, I started looking at the graffiti and then noticed that there were the 3 cats playing in the wooden crates beside me. This is trouble.
This is bad news.
You don't want to fuck with Kate Kratz. Wait.
Great cats. Kate Kratz.
I really can't talk today. Why did I start reading? At first, I started looking at the graffiti and then noticed that there were these 3 cats playing in the wooden crates beside me. I thought nothing of it until I turned around to find a massive witch's seance circle just behind me in the pasture that I'd failed to notice earlier. Not only was it terrifying to see a giant circle made of tiny stones, but also there was this what looked like a fresh bloody deer's leg in the middle of the circle.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, this should have totally terrified me, but being that I was a little bit stoned at the time
Oh, my God.
and incapable of processing what was really happening, I walked towards the seance circle and even into it and kicked the leg once to confirm for myself that it was real. Oh my God.
Oh my! I feel if I had seen that stoned, I would have just like walked into a river and never returned. I'm like, I can't do this. It's over. It's over.
I gotta go find some fresh water. When I looked up, I noticed all 3 cats were inching closer towards me in unison. It sounds crazy, I know, but that's what made me snap out of my stupor and into reality. I quickly scuttled back to my bike, hopped on, and I was getting on. As I was getting on, I noticed a white cat with gray spots in the window of the abandoned building. The cat looked as if it were about to jump out of the window and onto the ground towards me. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
Betsy, nothing is more dangerous than a cat with higher ground.
That sounds terrifying.
I quickly biked all the way home, about 4 miles, and tried to forget the whole thing ever happened. I got home, went down into my dad's basement where I typically slept, and took a nap on the couch to try to relieve myself. But when I woke up, about 30 minutes later, the window beside me had been cracked slightly open, and there was a white cat with gray spots peering inward at me.
No.
Looking as if it was about to hop through the window and into the basement.
No.
Immediately realizing the horror of this cat suddenly showing up at my window, I jumped up and started waving my arms and yelling, which made the cat run away. When my dad heard me, he came downstairs, and when I tried to explain what had actually happened, he wrote it off as me just being too high again and becoming paranoid. A reaction which drives me crazy to this day. How dare you?
Dad! Are you stoned again, kid? Yeah, but come on.
But please. That is not cool. Hey, man, Dad.
Come on, Dad. React a little bit more, man.
I still tell this story at parties and whenever I make a new friend because as far as I'm concerned, whoever believes me rules and whoever doesn't subsequently, spooky voice, drools.
Yep, it's true. Wow.
But that's not all. After this happened to me a couple years later, I started having nightmares of cat-like demon figures with strange bat wings visiting me while I was sleeping.
Oh my God.
This sounds bad. I'm so sorry. This sounds really bad. The first time it happened, I dreamt that I was in my actual bed staring up at the wall and trying to fall asleep. when I started to hear a strange but extremely loud scuttling sound rumbling through my walls,
Ew.
as if they were filled with rats running around.
Oh.
And then suddenly silence hit when I saw a cat-like figure with wings appear at my door, race to the foot of my bed, and simply say, "I'm here."
Oh, I got chills.
The terror of this cat at the foot of my bed immediately jolted me awake, and I experienced sleep paralysis for the first and only time, where it took a little while for me to regain motion in my arms. Every so often, I would have another dream of this cat-like figure, but never so intense as the first one, which I tried to write off as me overthinking the initial experience with the witch cats in the first place. Another year or so later, I went back to my dad's house to visit for Christmas. And my brother and I had both stayed up watching old Christmas specials while we smoked weed and got ourselves a bit drunk in the basement. Betsy, you would love it.
This sounds wonderful. Did you watch, real quick, email us, California Raises Christmas? That's the best Christmas special in the world.
If you didn't, then do it next year.
Yep. It's all on YouTube.
Okay, I thought nothing of it. We continued watching TV when all of a sudden my stomach... Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me back up. Drunk in the basement when I started feeling a bit strange. I thought nothing of it, and we continued watching TV when all of a sudden my stomach started to churn, and I had a feeling like I'd never felt in my life. My heart was racing. I began struggling to breathe, and my body started shaking and convulsing. I thought it would just go away, but it went on for 30 minutes, and my brother Go ahead. What?
No, I was just going to say, oh my God. What?
And my brother decided we should wake up my dad, who came downstairs and watched as I continued to convulse and shake for another hour. His diagnosis, like all Colorado parents, was that I had flown in from Brooklyn and become dehydrated from the altitude. So he just went to the gas station and got me some Pedialyte, which, to be fair, did help. But it wasn't until a little while later when all I can say is that I felt a presence leave my body, and I noticed a gray mist pass through my living room and out the window, that I truly felt better.
What?
What's more is that the mass passed over my brother, who was sitting across from me, and he ended up feeling sick and feverish the next morning. So much so that 2 days later on New Year's Eve, which is our typical night of all outraging with our good friends from home, he decided to stay in because he still felt ill.
Oh.
Who knows if any of this was related, but I can say that I haven't seen this little demon since then, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. I do believe in a complex world of dimensions out there, and I think maybe I crossed paths with something that was otherworldly in a moment where they didn't want to be disturbed, but hey, it's still a wild story to tell at parties. Thanks again for your pod. You always make me laugh, and I love hearing more about the paranormal. Best regards, Neil.
Wow, Neil. Dude, whoa. Do you think that the mist thing was part of the witch thing?
You know, here's what's okay.
Or did the witch thing open up, Neil?
I mean,
know what I'm saying? With those dreams and that mist thing.
Okay, let's just start first. Let's go first things first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first things first is driving or biking up to this place, right? With the stones in a circle.
Scary. A deer leg?
That is, okay. I was going to say, look, you can find those, what are they called? They're not a labyrinth, but they're like a mandala.
Those like little rock mazes or whatever.
Yeah, but you can find them in a lot of places, right? That they're like people.
There's one up by the Bat Cave.
Exactly. People walk them as like a little contemplation path or something like that. But to have like a deer leg, a bleeding deer leg in the center of it? Nah,
weird.
Dude.
That's weird.
Because it means one of two things has happened.
Yeah.
1, fucking witches doing a sacrifice.
Yep.
2, fucking mountain lion doing a sacrifice. Or a mountain lion doing witchcraft. And like, that's all I can think of.
That's it. Maybe that's it. And then the little cats.
They're all the minions.
They're the minions of the mountain lion. I think we solved it.
It was a witch mountain lion.
A witch mountain lion.
Oh my.
With their little cat minions. Wow.
Doing all their biddings.
Yes. Because it is like, yes, there are deer, like, of course, in like the foothills and stuff. But if it's like in Colorado Springs, like that's a big city.
Yeah.
A big, where it's, and if it's just a leg and the rest of it's gone, it's like, what?
Yeah.
This is too strange, man.
It's really weird.
Oof.
So I think, then what do you think about going home and having a
Going home, taking a nap, and then a cat again? That's weird. Something's up, man.
It is a very strange coincidence at best, and at worst, it is that you have been cursed by the mountain lion.
The mountain lion witch.
The coven of cougars.
Oh, hey, Ryan Murphy, we got one for you.
I mean, I read all of the Dead Until Dawn series, the Sookie Stackhouse.
Right.
I think Dead Until Dawn might be the first book, but the Sookie Stackhouse books.
Right. They're like sexy, right?
They're so horny. Honestly, if you want a very fast read for you, our listeners, whomever, written at a 3rd grade level with lots of horniness,
dude,
check out the Sookie Stackhouse. Like, it's more like crime solvy than you would imagine. But,
okay.
But there's a lot of shape-shifting, were animals, like a were panther, a were tiger.
Yes.
There's one character that Sookie is so horny for, and he is described as looking like Vin Diesel, and he can turn into a tiger.
Okay, this sounds too good.
And I was just like, I love the idea, because I think her name is it Charlene Harris?
Yep.
Her name?
I'm looking it up right now.
She looks like such a cute little old mom, a little grandma, or what, if you
Fun.
look her up, she's like tiny and she's got the curled back hair, but to think of her being so horny for Vin Diesel.
Yes, that is so funny.
He looked just like Vin Diesel. Anyway, so
Okay.
maybe the witches can transform themselves into cats who can hunt, prey that way.
Yeah.
And maybe they have to sacrifice, maybe they have to do an offering so they can continue to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. And then there was weird dreams about cats.
Yes.
And
Or
then the weird mist.
yeah, or man, maybe that weed had something bad in it and it broke your brain.
That could be too. Maybe the weed was laced with something a little more intense.
LSD that really dug a hole in your brain and made it stick there. But then no, I think the getting sick and the brother also being sick is really, it seems like something, yes?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could be a curse. Do you think those cats were the witches? Just pure and simple. Do you think? Could they be? In your wildest of wilds.
Then sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think maybe those witches put a curse on our friend.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just like, whoa, Neil is chill.
Mm-hmm.
So let's use Neil. Or
what do you think they thought was the coolest thing about Neil? Running away?
Being biking there, being stoned, and being like, wait, let me go kick that deer leg. I think kicking the deer leg, they're like, whoa.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa, we gotta hang out.
Hold the fuck on, Betsy. You were onto something.
I'm holding.
I also feel bad, Neil. I've really ragged on you, and I don't know you. I think you're great. I love this story. But here's what I actually think happened now that you mentioned that, Betsy. They kicked the deer leg that had been used as an offering for something.
Okay.
And maybe that made whomever the gift was to, the giftee or the gifter.
Cat with wings.
Maybe it made them a bit upset. And they said, you know what? We shall show Neil. We shall show Neil.
We shall show Neil. Maybe. Yeah, right?
Yeah, that it
so
was
just don't kick anything in the middle of the circle unless you're playing soccer.
Yeah, circle soccer.
Ball.
When you play circle soccer, you gotta
I
kick
love
the
playing
ball.
circle soccer, man.
It's much easier because you don't have to run so far.
Wow.
I do think it was the act of kicking it that made maybe some negative energy follow Neil.
That made some shit start. Because first time sleep paralysis, all this stuff kind of started happening. So maybe it did just like open up a little something, you know?
Also, don't people often get altitude sickness when they fly to Colorado?
Yeah, I get it now sometimes when I go up to Summit.
Uh-huh.
Even sometimes in Denver, because it is just like, oh, yeah. This is just, it's hard to breathe. You feel dizzy. But it was so, growing up, I never got it. And it was truly like a couple of years ago for the first time ever. I was like, oh, shit, I think I have it. But I didn't have it back because I just knew like, okay, I just need to pound water, rest, kind of that stuff. But it can fuck you up.
Like get sick, like throwing up or?
Yeah, you can get to that if... sometimes, but
no thanks.
I
don't like that.
It's too high.
Well, Neil, I hope since then you haven't.
Yeah, keep us updated if anything weird's happened.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it was while they were home from college, so I think it was a while ago.
Oh,
hopefully, they have been safe since then.
Yes.
But I bet they don't have cats though.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I was thinking that just the other day that when cats have higher ground, they are truly, you can't do anything. They're
any animal.
Yeah.
Like we have raccoons and possums and stuff, and they'll pop up on the like roofs, and it is just like, oh my God, you could jump down on my head right now, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like you would win. And squirrels, even like we have a couple squirrels that are just so brave and ballsy where it feels like they'll just stare me down as I'm like, sorry, let me walk by you, squirrel, I'm sorry. Like they're just waiting to attack.
When I went to
scary.
LSU, I went to LSU for one semester.
Yes.
And it was too big, guys. It was too big of a college.
Fair enough.
There was a squirrel, and it had a moon pie in its hand. No, I think it had an oatmeal cream pie. In both its little paws, it had an oatmeal cream pie, and it was running on its back legs, like standing upright.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, who did it steal that from?
I wish there was just somebody like, hey, get back there with my oatmeal pie.
That's what I was going to have for lunch in between classes.
That's very funny.
I was like, don't mess with these squirrels here. They are.
That's why you quit. You're like, that's why you left it. You're like, the squirrels are too intense.
I had to transfer to a more docile squirrel area.
Ooh. I got a story. You want one?
Tell me one.
This one has no title.
Uh-oh.
Very scary.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hey, gang. Recent listener here, and I am loving the podcast and you two so much.
Thank you.
Currently binging them all to catch up. I'm going to share with you a story about psychics. My dad has always been afraid of psychics and told us not to see any. When he was a kid, the family went to the fair and Grandpa and Grandma went to see a lady with a crystal ball. Innocent fun, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, as soon as they entered, the woman started crying and refused to read for them. Oh, my God. Shortly after that, my grandpa got sick and passed away.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude. What the fuck?
I bet your dad didn't want you to have a psychic reading.
Yeah, holy shit. That makes me be like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Cut to me many years later, never one to listen to my dad. I was looking for a fun group thing to do for my splurge group. My girlfriends and I try to get together once a month and do something new or fun. Obviously, now we have resorted to Zoom calls, womp womp.
That's
Womp
such
womp.
a good idea.
That sounds awesome.
Like, just that we would never normally do this, but let's spend some money today.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, probably better.
Good idea.
I
Oh
bet-
my gosh.
What a better way to spend your money than like a couple $100 at Target every few weeks.
Right? Yeah. Whereas like, guess I need some more
Crap.
junk. Yeah. In my local city's Reddit page, a woman had posted that she had just started working with tarot cards and was wanting and wanted more practice. I polled the group and it sounded like a good idea, so we went ahead and invited her to join us. I'm what you might call a lurker and don't really post anything personal on Reddit, and as it is just usernames, she wouldn't really have any way of finding info on us beforehand. Okay. When my turn for a reading came around, she did her thing and said, "You are very in love, but this wedding you are planning won't be happening."
Uh-oh.
I brushed it off and joked about being left at the altar. She had no way of knowing that my fiancé was currently fighting his second battle with cancer.
Oh my God.
A battle he lost 6 months before our wedding
Oh
date.
my God.
He was the strongest man I have ever known. He was my best friend, and though he passed 6 years ago, I still speak to him daily. Oh, I probably always will. And because I believe in the paranormal and all that jazz, I know he can hear me. He just ignores my chatter just like he did in life. Oh, thanks for reading and thanks for providing me with lots of laughs. Love ya.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
what's better for a psychic to burst into tears and send you away, or to give you a cryptic message that ends that they both end with losing someone? Neither are good.
For me, I mean, I wouldn't want either of them.
Yeah.
But I think a cryptid message a little. Because I feel I could just kind of be like, okay, brush it off a little bit. Like, if somebody started crying and being like, I cannot give you a reading right now, I'd be like, oh no.
Well, it makes you question, like, is there something bad with me?
Right.
Is this, am I being cursed in this very moment?
Right. I would really need them to be like, I would have to be like, wait, is it like a your problem or a me problem? Like, are you having a bad day?
Yeah.
Because then I'm so sorry, but great, I'm gonna get out of here. Or like,
Yeah. You can be like,
what's happening?
are you having a family emergency, or am I having
Or am
one?
I having one? Please let me know.
That's
Yeah, I think I would rather just kind of the like, how'd you put it?
cryptic
Cryptic.
or mysterious, like, reading that.
Yeah, of just kind of like, okay, I can handle that a little. I can handle that more than just somebody bursting into tears and being like,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, yikes. I mean, I've heard a lot of, like, psychics and mediums say they won't deliver negative messages.
Right.
And I bet it's because you don't want to be the person. You don't want to be the memory that someone has of being like, oh,
Right.
that psychic did say, like, no.
Right. And I'm sure there are people who go being like, let me have it.
Let me have
Right?
it. Yeah.
Let's get there. Like, tell me what's going on. Oh.
I was talking about this before the podcast, but the book I was reading, our friend Carlos, that we interviewed a few weeks ago, Carlos Santos, he gave a book recommendation. It was Speaking to the Dead or something like that. The lady who wrote the Ghost Whisperer is based on, and she explains why some souls stay earthbound, become earthbound ghosts, and it's like they could be attached to a place, an object, their family if they're leaving them behind. She's like, or sometimes people are nosy. She's like, sometimes they just want to know stuff. And it's the best way to, like, you could spy on everyone. And I was like, what a funny idea that you just stick around to spy.
I mean, how fun. That's mighty tempting to just be like, I'm going to just hang out and watch people.
Oh, for sure. And this made me think of it because, like, if you're like, yeah, I want to know everything like that, you're nosy. You want to know all the things.
Yeah. Want to know all the things, dude.
It's very funny.
Who would you spy
on? I think I would go to some high places that I couldn't normally get into. Like, I don't think I would spy on any, like, friends or family. None of that. I would be like, let me get a peek into some areas, maybe of the government. I would try to find things of interest like that.
Cool.
Yeah. What would you?
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, I would be so curious to just be like, what's Beyonce's day like?
Exactly.
Yeah. Just kind of like, yeah, what are you doing, huh?
What is she doing?
Oh, that's what you eat for breakfast? Whoa.
That's the kind of
Huevos
toilet?
Rancheros every day.
Every
cool,
day?
Man.
You're slamming those huevos back? Looking
Good
great.
for you, dude.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Yeah, I would want to know all the. I guess it's funny. I have like, if someone is like, oh, there's something going on I can't tell you about, then I need to know. But otherwise, I'm not so nosy. I used to be when I was younger.
I'm not. I'm very much just like, hey, if you want to tell me, cool. If you don't, cool.
Well,
like, I don't need.
If information is like, I can tell there's information there that you've dropped it, I'm like, well, just tell me. You have to tell me. But if
sometimes it does get to that point where it's like, hey, you're pretty much telling me. Might as well go all the way.
Yeah. But you know what? I want to know the whole story. I don't want to know just what you're doing today. I want to know. I want to go back to the beginning. All right. Should we listen to a listener story?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Let's do it.
Hello, friends. This is Hailey coming at you from North Carolina, aka the middle of the COVID crockpot right now. Got a little story for you that I like to tell at parties, especially around the spooky season, but I thought you guys would enjoy. So in high school, I used to be a volunteer for the YMCA, and I was working at a camp here in North Carolina. And I was staying in one of the staff houses on camp, and I would teach archery and arts and crafts and dance and drama. It was a really, really fun job. And on this particular weekend, we were working in the off season, so it was a father-daughter group. And I was only there with a couple of other staff members, so it was pretty empty in this staff house, and we were staying in the bottom level. And you had to go through a couple of steps to get down there. And so there was a big hallway with two big doors on either end and a couple of bedrooms and a big bathroom that we all shared. And it was really rainy that weekend, so we had kept all of our boots and shoes in a big pile by the door that was closest to our bedrooms. Now on Saturday, I was teaching an archery class, and we had a big rainstorm that came through, so I was like, all right, you guys go ahead and head to the gymnasium. I'll be there in a bit, and I'm going to take a quick shower because I was soaking wet and cold because I think it was October, November at this point. And so I went back to the house, got my change of clothes and went to the bathroom. And as I was crossing the hallway, I hadn't really turned on many lights, but there was a nice light coming through the door on the other end of the hallway. And there I could see a girl probably around 6 or 7 standing in the shadow kind of right beside the light. And my automatic reaction was that she was a camper. So I just said, hey, sorry if you got lost. This is actually the staff house. Go ahead and head down to the gym. I'll be there in a bit. If you want to wait for me, I'm just going to clean up and then we can go together. And her head kind of tilted and she looked into my face and I couldn't see her profile. But just like everybody says, when your hair goes up on the back of your neck, my whole body was just covered in chills in that moment. And it was like something flipped in my brain when she moved. There was something off about it, something not quite right. And your brain works, at least mine does. It was kind of just working really quickly, thinking, no, it's a camper. There's no way. It can't be anything else. Looking for some kind of logical thing. And so I kept talking, because that's what I do when I'm nervous. And I just said, yeah, they're doing cheerleading and gymnastics down there. And then she spoke and she said, oh, I want to show my mom my new gymnastics move. Which didn't make sense because it was a father-daughter group that was there, 1, and 2, she then kneeled on the ground, turned onto her back, and then did a full back bend and looked at me from upside down as she did it. And again, something else flipped in my brain, and this time it told me to get the fuck out of there. So I ran to the bathroom because it was the closest room to me at that point, and shoved my body against the door, locked it, and tried really hard not to hyperventilate, thinking, oh my good God, like what on earth did I just witness? And then the doorknob started to shake and jiggle. And then it became more violent and more quick jiggling. And then there was sort of blend between a scratch and like a tap on the back of the door. So of course I shove my body away from it and just stare and can see this faint shadow of something at the very bottom of the door, like she was trying to stick her fingers underneath between the crack between the floor and the bottom of this door. And it lasted probably no more than 5 to 10 seconds, but it felt like 5 years. And I was just in complete shock, and the sound stopped. And I couldn't see the shadows anymore, and I waited a good long time to, one, get the courage to leave. There was no other way out. I had to go through the door. And finally I did, and I had my change of clothes in my hands. I threw those on. I was like, I'll just grab my shoes when I dart out, because they're in the pile by the door. So I get the courage, and I take a deep breath, and I fling open the door, and I start to run out, and I immediately stumble and fall flat onto my face, smack on the floor, bruising my nose, scraping my knee, and I look down. I'm like, what the actual fuck? And I tripped over shoes, and I looked through the whole hall, and the hall was just filled with our shoes, as if someone had just flung them all around the hallway. And so I just grabbed the closest pair that I could find, even though everything had kind of been mismatched and thrown about, and darted out in wet feet for quite a while and didn't look back and just ran to the gym. And I told my boss and my coworkers, and I was in a total panic. They had to take me into the kitchen and help me get through a literal panic attack. And I could tell they were skeptical, and I was worried that I couldn't really even tell them what happened because I felt like they wouldn't believe me. And I have no idea what I saw, but I do know that all of the campers were accounted for. At that time, there wasn't a single one that was not in that gym that was at least part of our program, and we were in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina. And I, to this day, do not know what I encountered, but I surely hope I never see her again. And I hope that I never see anything backbend ever again. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this story and hope it gave you a little bit of a spooky vibes. And don't shit your pants. Bye. Be safe.
That was one of the worst stories we've heard.
Ooh. Truly disgusting. The back bend.
And you called it, Betsy. We're on Zoom, and she called it before it was said.
I was like, I was going to be like Exorcist, and then you said it. Holy shit, dude. That is so, everything, this should be a cool short, a horror short. It's so good and spooky. The shoes.
Like a hallway full of shoes.
Ew.
Also, I always appreciate when a ghost story starts out with you thinking it's just something normal, a kid.
Right.
I don't understand what that was.
I mean, that is, and the like under the door, like it really shook me to my core. It's so scary. Little kids are so scary.
Just little fingers.
Ew.
That is a scary thing cats will do, is they'll just put their paws under doors.
That's funny. That's cute.
But it can be kind of scary.
I'm
too.
sure I bet where it's just like, what the fuck is that? Oh, okay.
Little paw.
There have been a couple of times where like I'm doing something and I'll see something move out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'll look over and it's like Wilma's tail underneath Gilly's door. I'm like, oh, okay, phew.
That's cute though.
It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Wow.
I'm so disturbed, but
Evil dead camper kid. Uh-oh. I want to show mommy my gymnastics move. Gross.
That honestly, like, now that I wasn't putting it together, but that's really bad to say. That's really bad to hear and then see, you know?
Yes.
I don't like it.
And to be like, wait, did I, because they were saying how they were just kept talking, be like, oh, and then we have gymnastics, and then the kid's like, oh, gymnastics, thank you for the setup. Here's the scary, awful thing I'm going to do now.
I know gymnastics.
Yeah. Ew.
That's really scary.
That's, ugh. Yuck, dude. I
like,
don't like that.
I want to ask so many questions, like, how did you ever go back to that building? How?
I never, ever. Yeah, how?
No one else had any stories like that? That seems so intense.
Yeah. Were you able to find all the matching shoes for a pair? Or was it like Ross Dress for Less and you lose a couple of those?
Look, you just gotta find two different shoes that are close enough in size.
Yeah, and run, dude.
I mean, what would have happened if she hadn't run?
I don't know. Oh, and falling and like smacking your face.
Bruising your nose is such a specific injury that I have not seen often in life. Aside from like nose jobs and stuff.
Right. I mean, this is such a horror movie scene that you lived and survived to tell us about it. So good job.
Yeah.
It's so spooky.
That was really, really scary.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Yipes.
Yipes.
Big times yipes.
Okay.
Okay.
This one is entitled. I got a lot of animal ones this week. Old
Whoa.
dog versus nasty sleep paralysis demons.
Oh, no. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, let's buckle up. Hey, Betsy and Marcy. Your pod has provided many hours of entertainment in these COVID times, so thank you both. You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
It's done the same for us, so thank you guys for sending in. I've only experienced sleep paralysis twice in my life. The first time was scary, but felt very textbook sleep paralysis, not supernatural at all. The second time, however, really fucked me up.
Oh.
A few years after my first experience, I was getting ready for a house sitting gig and met with the homeowners to learn their senior dog's medication regimen. They told me that the house was inhabited by spirits of the family who built it. An old picture of them hung next to the doorway to the basement. Hey, this is what you always want, Betsy.
I know, exactly. Great. Thank you. Thank you for the info. Okay, take care of their dog. Okay,
and they're like,
great.
You can't leave the dog. It has to have medication. So
It needs medication, so... And your telephone will not work out here.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
bye. We
Oh,
justified everything.
and anytime you try to run, you're going to slip.
Yeah, and the dog does not like cars. If the dog gets in the car, they will die.
Yeah.
So you cannot leave this house that is haunted.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
They gave me their history and assured me that they all coexisted peacefully. The house felt, quote, full, but not spooky, except for a bedroom to the back of the basement. The vibe was just off in there.
Oh.
During my stay, their dog would put his body between me and the basement door every time I passed by.
Oh, that's so cute.
He's a hero.
Dogs is so great.
He was arthritic and had to put in some effort to catch up with me and put his body near the doorway. The first night, he fell asleep in his cozy senior bed to my right. The door to the bedroom door was on the left, and it was facing the basement. I began dreaming that I was going to a babysitting gig. It was nighttime in the dream, and I entered the house through the basement. I sat on the couch waiting for the kids and their dad to come down when the lighting in the dream changed to orange and reddish hues.
Uh-oh.
Think Freddy Krueger boiler room.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Got it. It's in there.
I know exactly what it looks like.
Yep.
I suddenly felt that I needed to go get the hell out. As soon as I ran through the door, I woke up and I was in bed again. I knew that I was quote unquote awake, but I was paralyzed and could only move my eyes. I was looking at the doorway and the dog was standing there looking towards the basement. Oh. I blinked and he was gone.
Oh.
Then entered several times, moving rapidly. 3-foot-tall shadowed children that were chanting in unison. I can't recall exactly what they were saying, but I had the sense that they were telling me they were called or how to refer to them. Tell me what they were called or how to refer to them.
Ew.
They began running around the bed, and I could feel an oppressive force coming from the basement towards the bedroom door. I just knew it was the quote-unquote dad I was waiting for in my dream.
Ooh.
I didn't want him to come in. I began to try to scream or move, but of course I was paralyzed. I could feel him getting closer and closer. I attempted one last time to scream, then sat up. The shadows were gone and I was alone. I looked towards the door and the old arthritic dog was no longer in his comfy bed, but asleep on the hardwood floor with his body in the doorway.
Oh, what a good dog. What a good dog.
Oh my God. I spent another restless night before I had my sister stay with me because nothing is scarier than a teenager. So I told her I was having nightmares and couldn't sleep. No specifics were shared because I selfishly didn't want her to be too freaked out to join me. I had to go to work and desperately needed a good night's sleep. I made her sleep in the bed with me and finally got a good night's sleep. The next morning, unprompted, she said that she dreamed that she was being compelled by some unknown force to go down into the basement.
What?
It was dark and she couldn't see what was down there, but she knew that she didn't want to go. In her dream, the dog moved her out of the way and stood between her and the basement door, just like he'd been doing every day in real life to me.
Dog.
She knew that he was telling her not to go down there. Huge thank you to their dog for protecting us from whatever shit was going on in that house. I stayed 2 more nights with no more incidences, except for feeling an oppressive vibe when I had to shower in the basement bathroom. Ugh.
Ooh, had to.
P.S. The original builders/owners of the home were a family of adult women. The child/male presences I felt definitely did not belong to them. Thanks for reading, Vanessa. But then, Betsy, there's a follow-up.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Follow-up, I was retelling the story to my sister after, and when I got to the part of my dream where the basement turned red, she turned pale and said that in her dream, what was compelling her to go down that she sensed was that she sensed I was down there and in danger. Oh, I had chills, Betsy.
Chills, dude, chills.
When she went to step, everything down there turned red like hell. The dog pushed her back into the bedroom. My thought was that she'd enter my dream from a few days before, and in the dream, the dog was no longer standing guard, and the shadows entered the room. He'd actually left my dream to stop her from going into the basement. Shared dream and a time slip, perhaps, Vanessa. Oh my God,
Ooh, Vanessa, that just. Whoa, dude!
Oh my God,
that's very Krugery.
That's so Krugery.
Whoa!
I hope that dog lives forever.
I do too.
I just need that dog.
That dog. Whoa, dude! That's wild. This is wild.
That is amazing too. Like, oh man.
Yeah. Like,
Betsy,
I mean,
Betsy's broken.
I am. I'm broken. There's smoke coming out of my head, and springs just boing. That's so freaky, and that idea of like, yeah, is it like a dream time lapse? Whoa, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's so Freddy Krueger that I like can't process it, but it does seem like in her dream, the dog not being there, that maybe it's just like that it's more than time lapse, and that like her dream is slipping into the same time. Their dreams are slipping into the same time.
Right.
And the little kids.
That's disgusting. Chanting like what they're called or whatever. That is so fucking spooky.
My name's Molly and my name's Eric and my
Okay, I don't give a shit. Come
my
on.
name's Stephanie.
My name is Jessica. Yeah. Okay, I don't care, you idiot. I don't care what your name is, man. Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep.
I'm trying to sleep, you little dumb kids. I love that dog so much.
That dog is so rad. How wild too of like, okay, this place is haunted, and truly being like, okay, cool, and then say like Vanessa being like, oh yeah, it does feel full. Like this house feels full.
Yeah, there's something there. Yeah, and
wow.
that the people who live there were like, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be fine. It's just,
And maybe it was that someone new was in the house, so they were like messing with them because
right. I'm just like, who's this? And the dog's like, leave them alone.
No,
No,
we don't do it.
You do it.
That's I'm floored. Floored.
I am too. That's so. Oh my God.
She's sick. She's positively sick from this story.
Oh my God, that really got me. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Dorm room extra roommate?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy. Somewhat new to the podcast, but already a huge fan.
Thank you.
This pod is the perfect mix of spooky and funny. I love when you guys slip into bits reenacting the situations you're reading about. It is the perfect comic relief to help me still be able to sleep after all the creepy stories.
Oh.
Betsy, I love your work, especially on Disjointed. Thank you. Marcy, listening to you reminds me so much of one of my favorite podcasters / comedians, Nicole Byer. And yes, I know you are friends. LOL. You guys are truly hilarious, and this pod is such a treat.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.
I hate to plug another podcast, but Nicole and I actually do have a podcast together.
Yep.
It's called 90 Day Bae, and we watch all the 90 Day Fiancé shows, and we're on Patreon. So whatever.
Check it out. Check it out.
That's very nice. That's very funny.
That's
Someone's
very
like, you
nice.
remind me of Nicole and I always say that we're the inverse of each other.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's so funny. Oh, man. All right. So here's my story. I'm a bit of a skeptical believer, but that may be because I do not have any firsthand experiences with anything paranormal / supernatural. However, my sister told me a story years ago, and I'm constantly reminded of it when I listen to the pod. My sister was a freshman at Stockton University in South New Jersey. She lived on campus sharing a dorm room with another girl. She doesn't remember exactly when or how the odd occurrences began, but at some point during that school year, she started witnessing extremely strange events only while in her dorm room.
Ooh.
The first things that she and her roommate started noticing were various items falling from shelves in the top of her closet. After 1 or 2 times, both my sister and her roommate made sure that they were not keeping anything near the edges of the shelves, but their belongings continued to get knocked to the floor.
Oh.
After things started falling, one night my sister woke up and saw someone sitting at the foot of her bed facing away from her.
Oh no. That would do me in.
That would do it. My heart would pop. My sister is short and dorm beds are extra long, so the figure was close but not on top of her. She quickly looked to the bed next to her and saw her roommate fast asleep. My sister and her roommate were in a double and were the only people who had access to their dorm room. Additionally, my sister had a metal clothing rack that she used to dry some of her clothes when she did laundry. On a different occasion, she woke up in the middle of the night and could see a girl looking through her clothes on her rack.
No,
Once
you
again,
can't borrow. You can't
no,
borrow.
you can't. You can't. Okay, you can't. You cannot borrow this stuff.
No.
Once again, she turned to her roommate's bed to find her fast asleep. My sister described the figure as a shadowy silhouette, but said she could clearly see she had long hair like a woman. My sister did not see the figure leave or on either occurrence. She just closed her eyes and forced herself back to sleep. At this point, my sister was terrified. While discussing these terrifying events with her friend at school, someone mentioned having a Ouija board. No!
Big mistake.
Oh, big mistake. My sister, her roommate, and some of their friends used the Ouija board together and managed to connect with someone / something. The spirit came through and said her name was Erin, that she was 19 years old and had died at the school. My sister was so freaked out that she spent the rest of the semester sleeping with the lights on. Yep. She spent as little time as possible in her dorm room and was rarely there alone. Needless to say, she was extremely relieved to move out at the end of the term.
I bet.
My sister has another story that is super quick and always makes me laugh. When she was in high school, she and a group of friends got together to use a Ouija board.
Sister.
Come on. The spirit that allegedly came through identified himself as Herb and said that he had died a very long time ago. Being stupid kids, they went around the circle of friends asking Herb if he liked each individual. He kept responding yes until asked about my sister, to which he responded no. My sister immediately burst into tears and came home visibly uneasy. I don't know if they really connected with someone or something, or if it was just a cruel joke by her friends. Regardless, it cracks me up. And years later, she's able to laugh about it too. Love you guys. Thanks for reading. Try not to shit your britches. Spookily yours, Nick.
Oh
That's
my God.
so funny. Yes. What about her? No.
Because one, if it's a prank, so mean, but also very funny. Very funny.
It's such a funny prank if it's a funny prank and a funny ghost if it's not a prank.
Well, I've said it here on the podcast. I've heard many other psychics and mediums say it. I read it in the book I recently read. They say that ghosts want to get an emotional rise out of people.
Oh, there
and
we
that
go.
it feels, it feels good to them, right? So
Right.
if you're like, okay, how do I get to really upset someone? I know these are teenagers. I say I don't like her. She's gonna be crushed.
She's gonna be crushed, and that's gonna fuel my power. Yeah. That's so funny. Herb, come on now.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
And then dorm room ghost,
Yeah.
man.
Here's the thing about the Ouija board and the dorm room ghost. So
Yes.
I don't know that if you did this when you were a kid and would go on vacation, but would often pretend my name was something else when I would go, like, teenage,
yeah.
college years, some guy starts talking to you and you're like, yeah, my name is Victoria. I don't know why I always thought Victoria should be.
Beckham. My name is Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend and his name is David. We're married.
He lives in England.
My boyfriend and I are married. But I think these Ouija board ghosts, they're like this. I could just fuck with these people. I don't have to tell them anything real. It
True.
doesn't matter. Not that it couldn't be a ghost, but I also think that is something we all have to keep on the table, that this is just someone on vacation bullshitting you.
That's good to know. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mess with some Ouija kids for sure.
I'm Victoria.
It's me, Victoria Beckham. Hi, I'm a Spice Girl. Spelling out. So tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I wanna really want to zig a zig.
That's it. We're haunting Ouija boards as the Spice Girls.
ZIG AHHHHHH. Oh boy. But
Whoa.
a dorm room is the perfect place to I think that would be haunted, right? Like,
Absolutely.
think of
Absolutely.
all the energy that is at a college campus.
Right?
Think how weird it is too. Like, it just like a life stage that
Yeah.
you are the year prior. You are still like, one, you're like the kings of the castle. You're the big shit on campus in high school, but you also like can't do what you want all the time because you legally can't. Your parents won't let you.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, now you're gonna put me in a shitty cinder block room.
Right.
But I could do whatever I want. Still not a lot though, because I'm too young,
Right.
and I still have
I'm
all the
go ahead.
immaturity of being a teen. But
Yep.
now I'm meeting all these new people, and I don't have my stable, my nothing grounding me.
right. And I'm in the thick of figuring out who I am. It's truly a wild time.
Yeah, it's really
going
hard.
to college.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And I think it's I don't know if maybe the beauty of it is not being prepared for it and just kind of being thrown in and being like, well, this is a step you need to do, and you're
Yeah.
just like, wait, what? Okay. Okay. No rules, but also rules. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a really, and yeah, like just such wild energy all around campus.
Yeah, like you literally move out of your parents' house for the first time, and everyone's. I have a friend who has an 18-year-old, and he is taking a gap year.
Smart.
Because they have family in Greece, so he's gonna go live in Greece for a year.
Oh my God, he's staying there. I bet you anything. And being like, let me just stay and live a perfectly incredible, healthy life.
Yeah, but
God,
then,
Greece,
and then it's planning to come back for college the next year. And I was like, that's such a. I mean, I don't know that everyone can do it, like especially like fiscally, but
right.
To have the ability to, even if you just go work on your own for a year.
There is something where it's like, exactly. I've thought about that of like, I wonder what it would have been like if it was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just work for a year and still have like responsibility. Like I wonder what a difference that would make.
I would have never gone to college is the problem.
See, I think I might have been with you where it's like, wait, I can just work at the ski resort and do plays.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Like,
and in that way, I think it might have made me be stuck somewhere, like, you know.
Right. That's very true. That's very true.
A forced transition kind of makes you have to decide where you want to go next. But if you're just kind of like, oh, well, I'm sort of in my hometown working. like,
right.
Just,
and I'm having fun.
And not that anything is wrong with that, but it just wouldn't be what I want. But I definitely would have never gone to college. I barely went as it was.
Yeah. I mean, college for me was way more just like, oh, I'm going to just make friends and figure out who I am.
Did you live in the dorms?
Yeah, my freshman year, and then got apartments from there on out.
Yeah, only my first semester when I was at LSU.
Yeah.
I lived in this giant dorm at the edge of campus right before sorority row.
Whoa.
And there was just wild. I was like, I had never been around people who I thought just had the worst manners.
Yeah. I got pretty hooked up roommate wise and stuff in the dorms and I after because I went to New York for the first semester and I had really rad roommates there, but New York really I can't handle it.
What school were you at in New York?
Marymount Manhattan College,
yeah,
where like Trisha and Eugene went.
That's where Chelsea went too. My friend Chelsea
cool.
Clark. Yeah.
And it's just I can't handle New York, and that's fine. I really started having unbelievable panic attacks and stuff. But then I went to teeny school in Colorado, and I had friends from high school who were there, but I didn't room with any of them until later. But I got hooked up there too with a really rad roommate, and I was like, oh yeah, this is great. This is
the best.
Chill. This is chill.
I do think it's helpful to have something ground you, you know?
Right.
Like, I think that's
right.
All right.
Okay.
Should we listen to a listener story?
Oh my gosh, let's listen to one.
Okay.
Let's listen to one.
Hey guys, back again with a couple more short stories for you. The first one I'll preface by saying my uncle gave me one of those super old, gross Ouija boards. I still have it to this day. I use it as decoration on the wall. I do not play with it. I've lost the planchette, but it just looks pretty cool. Anyway, I used to play with it as a kid, not really knowing what I was doing. Fun times. And I feel like I either had a very active, disturbing imagination, seeing people that weren't there, that were, gory or something like that. I didn't really watch horror movies as a kid, so I don't know why I would have thought that I saw stuff like that. And then my mom and I had a shared experience, Christmas, where we thought that we saw my uncle go into her bedroom for some reason, down the hall. And we kind of looked at each other because we just saw him go out into the garage. So we peeked down the hall. There was nobody there. We peeked into the garage. There's my uncle. So we don't know who or what that was that went into the room. And funnily enough, we both believe that there is some sort of energy vortex in her room. In a specific corner, every animal that we have ever had in this house will just sit and stare at this specific corner. And I can take a picture of it. There's nothing that looks very odd, but it has a funny feeling. It feels very weird when you look at it, and all the animals sense it too. And we've cleansed, we've done everything, so we're not quite sure what it exactly is. And then for a third short story, one time when my mom was camping, she encountered a Bigfoot. She was up going pee, and she felt like she was being watched. And so she pulled her pants up really quick and kind of shined the flashlight around, didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, but just had a distinct feeling that someone was looking at her. And she suddenly smelled this putrid, horrible smell, like rotting garbage, skunk, just nasty, stinky. And she ran back into the tent with my stepdad, and then heard the chanting. And she describes it as a heavy, rhythmic footstep and chanting, like, huh, huh, huh. And that is one of the scariest things that I have ever heard a story from her. So this was a little bit longer than my last couple, but hopefully you enjoyed them. Thanks.
That's nasty.
It really is.
Ew. What?
Nasty, stinky.
Stinky. Honey, wake up. I'm smelling some stinky. We gotta get out of here.
Baby, there's nasty, stinky.
I smell nasty, stinky. Ew. Oh my. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Bigfoot, stinky, chanting.
Also, don't watch me pee, please.
Yeah, Bigfoot, come on.
Please.
Come on. Give me a little privacy, dude.
They say in the woods, if you smell like something that smells like a dirty diaper, it could be a bear. But bears don't chant a ton, though.
But I also thought bears use Charmin to wipe their big bear asses.
But they keep the toilet paper with them because they don't want to,
litter.
Yeah, they don't want to litter.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So they keep the stinky diaper.
Well, it's not a diaper.
With
They just
them.
they have a bindle that they use like they're a hobo, and they keep it with them,
Yeah, yeah.
They're
of course,
this is
of
our
course.
Earth. We only get one.
We only get one. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that about stinky diaper for a bear. That's good to know.
Yeah, they don't. They stinky.
They stinky.
Because they got dingleberries.
I mean, yeah, dude. Bears can't get back there and clean it up. Wow.
That's fucking.
And the chanting. That's so wild.
Also, I'm going to post. I sent you the picture of the
Yes.
corner, Betsy. And I'll post
how are
it.
you feeling? Because it is wild
I
to
don't
me.
personally have any very negative feelings.
Doesn't it seem just kind of like darker, though?
It is. Yes, it is darker than. Yeah, it does seem a little dark. I don't, but I'm not picking up anything specific. I do see a
Okay.
little crystal hanging. So you see that little little pendulum hanging off the lamp?
Yes, I do.
Maybe that's to help ward off some evils, but...
I see a couple of bongs.
Is it a
No, I'm
bong?
just kidding. No, there's something that kind of looks like a bong.
Could be a bong. Bing bong.
Bong.
But a tea and a bourbon. You know, a couple things.
Yeah.
Just a couple things over there. I'll post it
Whoa.
just to see if anyone has
any feelings?
feelings. I'm not a person to like see something and pick up. You know, like I think there are
neither,
people
yeah.
who are very sensitive in different ways.
Yes.
But as far as like, oh, I feel something negative coming out of this
Right.
photograph, it's not really
Right.
not really in my forte.
Right.
Forte.
It ain't in your fort, dude.
Not my forte.
Not my fort. Whoa.
Stinky. I guess Jessica has other submissions. We will listen to at a later date.
Yay.
Sorry, dude.
Maybe we already have. We don't know.
No, I did check because
Oh.
I've been trying to be a little better about it since I've been spanked
Marcy,
by
you're
our
doing
listeners a bit.
You've gotten spanked,
Oh,
dude.
don't be mad at me, please.
Please don't be mad at me.
Let me find another one to read real quick.
I have one up if you want me to go.
Yes,
Would you
dog.
like that?
Yes, dog.
Okay, woof woof. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, my throat got very scratchy. Okay, this is called An Invisible Friend Plus a Short Sleep Paralysis Story.
Perfect.
Love it. Hello, Marcy and Betsy. First time writer, long time listener. Yeah.
All right.
I have a couple of short stories to share if you guys find them interesting enough to read on the podcast.
Hey,
we do.
We don't even check. It's great.
Story number 1. The first experience is not mine, but it is my husband's sister's husband's brother's.
Husband's sister's husband's brother. Okay. A brother-in-law twice removed? Or once
I think
removed?
So, because
Yeah.
then they go, follow that. In short, my brother-in-law's brother.
Got it.
Okay. This occurred 2 or 3 years ago, shortly after my brother-in-law's brother and his family moved to a new home in an exurb? Maybe suburb? Hold on.
Are you going to look up exurb?
Yeah.
Exurb could be a thing. It is
Yeah,
a
it totally
district
could.
outside a city, especially a prosperous area beyond the suburbs. So they're saying like, we weren't in the suburbs, we were in the fancy herbs.
Exurb.
Cool.
I've never heard that. In an exurb.
I always like
Cool.
look up what is exactly a bedroom community.
Yeah, wow. Okay, cool.
All right, so
learn a new
brother-in-law
word.
twice removed in a fancy area. Great.
Fancy area. Okay, great. There we go. His daughter was around 3 or 4 years old at the time. She's extremely cute with a chubby cherub face and super curly blonde hair.
Okay.
Shortly after the family moved into their new home, she started talking about her new invisible friend, Sarah. Her dad asked her who Sarah was, and his daughter replied, "The girl with fire for hair who lives in the woods."
In the what?
The girl with fire for hair who lives in the woods.
Oh, yes, her. Okay.
Yes, yeah. You know
Well,
Sarah.
have fun, sweetie.
Go play. Here's a bunch of scissors. Go run and play with them. Sarah, oh no. Sarah wasn't a very nice imaginary friend because during another exchange, their daughter told her parents that Sarah had called her a bitch.
Why, Sarah?
Sarah?
Go back to the woods, you fire-haired bitch. You go. You're a bitch, Sarah.
Yes, Sarah, come on, man.
Come on.
Bitch. That's crazy.
You're a little bitch. What? You're
I'm
not
a
even
bitch.
real.
Yeah, you're my imagination, man. Come on. The weirdest interaction with Sarah happened when the dad was driving with his daughter sitting in her car seat in the back seat. He looked in the rearview mirror to see his normally happy-go-lucky daughter suddenly get a serious, sad look on her face. He asked what was wrong. She replied, Sarah touched my stomach and told me I'll never see my dad again.
Which one is more upsetting to you? Because I think touching the stomach is more
Touching
upsetting.
stomach is way worse. Call me a bitch all day. Do not touch my stomach and tell me I'll never see dad again.
Well, tell me I'll never see Dad, but don't touch my stomach. I'm like a cat. Don't touch my stomach.
Good God. Maybe his daughter had more positive interactions with Sarah, but we never heard about those.
You never do.
You never do. I haven't heard if anything further has developed with Sarah, but my brother-in-law's family does not enjoy talking about this, so I guess they didn't encourage the girl to discuss it if she has had more experience.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make my kid talk. If I ever have a child and the child ever has a Sarah, we're gonna talk about it nonstop.
Constantly.
I'd be like, well, tell
"Give me
Sarah to come
every
on."
detail. Yeah. Tell Sarah to touch my stomach and I'll punch the shit out of her.
Sarah wanna go? Let's go, little Sarah.
Sarah, bring it on, you idiot. Bring it on, you stupid idiot.
I'm so mad about this little
I'm mad at Sarah.
fire hair.
How dare you,
bitch.
Sarah? Sarah.
Sarah, how dare you? You bitch.
Sarah.
Wait, I am rubber and you are glue. And whatever you say bounces off me and it sticks onto you. All
That
right.
just sends Sarah back to hell.
No! No! Not rubber glue!
Oh no! Bones break my bones, but words will never hurt me. No!
Wait. One of my favorite things to do is whenever I hear someone tell a story about a person in public being like rude to them, I like to think of a perfect comeback so that if I'm ever in that situation, and I think now I'm going to say, okay, I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Goodbye. And I think as a 39-year-old person,
I think that would drive whoever's being awful to you crazy.
I think they would just be like, well, obviously what I said didn't work. She's dorkier than ever now.
You know what? One of my things is just being like, okay, you dork, and just just totally being like, all right, you dork, and leaving.
It's
just making it be like, you sound so dorky, man.
It's happened to me so rarely that I haven't gotten to really
Same.
get but.
Same.
But boy, I'm gonna think of a really good. Does anyone else do that? I'm sure plenty of people do.
I do all the time.
Have
I do all the time. Or
shower
like,
time
"Aw, man,
fights."
if I see like mean people like protesting or like being mean to people, what am I gonna say? And I think a lot of it's gonna be like, dude, you're being such a dork. You fucking loser.
You're a loser.
You're a loser. Sorry, you dorky loser. I'm
Bye,
outta here.
dork.
Hey, get a dog, name it Life, and say you have one.
Oh,
That was a big middle school Sodaro thing, I would say.
did you come up with that yourself?
No, I heard my sisters say it at some point.
Well, hopefully, it runs as like a family.
Yeah, I think my grandparents
When they
picked it up
came
in
over,
Sicily. They came over from Sicily. In
as
the
we
early
say in
1900s.
Sicily,
Get
we
the
say,
dog and name it
"Aff-
Life, and let's say you have a one.
Affangulo.
Oh my God. Okay, story number 2. Sarah, we don't like you, you mean girl. Story number 2. My second story is super short, but it's my only interesting sleep paralysis experience. I've had sleep paralysis only a handful of times in my 31 years, but I've only heard voices once. I've only heard voices once. Uh-oh. I woke up on my side, which is interesting because before this, I've only ever had sleep paralysis lying on my back. I was alert and knew right away that I was having sleep paralysis, so I wasn't scared at all. Then, in my left ear, which was against the pillow, I heard clearly an adult male voice say, "It's not real." It was as though there was a speaker inside my pillow. A beat later, after I heard the voice say, "It's not real," in my left ear, I heard deep, raspy laughter in my right ear.
Oh my God.
Ugh. Yipes. I personally don't believe sleep paralysis is ghost related, but hearing voices made this a distinct experience. I'm glad it doesn't happen to me too often. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe and stay spooky. Love from Minnesota, Liz.
Just want to say I did just yawn 2 sentences ago if you think you heard.
Oh, right. We should have maybe talked about that.
We'll talk about it later. That's very scary. I got such chills
yeah.
because as soon as I heard, like, it's not real, I was like, someone's warning you.
Right. Ooh. So do you think warning for the laughter?
Yes.
To be like, hey, this is not going to be real, but it's happening. Haha. And then it happened. Wow.
Yes. So that you don't get, I mean, because I really do think that the ghosts and whatever shit, like, it kind of feeds off fear or big energy stuff. So
Yeah.
if there's a good ghost around or whatever, to be like, hey, this dick,
Right.
this dick's just trying to get a rise out of you.
Right. So don't worry.
Don't worry.
Wow.
Ew.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Fuck laughing ghosts and Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah, get out of here, you dork.
Get out of here.
You mean dork.
The what I was talking about, the yawning, is last listener's story. What was it entitled? Gossiping Ghosts, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
A listener thought they heard someone say "hey."
It sounds like a big, like,
Yeah, or "hi." Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, I had to go digging up old tracks. So I went through all the tracks, and it was definitely on my track, and I put it up. It's on Instagram, and I was like, it could be because you do. It does sound like I'm breathing. I told Betsy I have what walking at what did it call it?
Waking apnea.
I have waking apnea, not sleep apnea, but I have waking apnea. It's not me talking though, for sure.
Right, but it sounds so clearly like it's a like hi.
Yeah,
It blows my mind.
but what if I go? Does that sound like hi to people?
I don't know. I need to really listen. Hi.
Because it's not me.
Hi.
Not me talking to the cats or anything. It could be me yawning, or it could be something else.
A ghost. A ghost.
A
Ghost. Ghost.
Do we have time for one single more? Or
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I
Okay.
got all the time in the world.
Yeah, right. You busy. Okay. This one is entitled "The Ouija Board Worked Too Well," and then it has an emoji that has big eyes and no lips.
Oh no, very scary.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. You guys are the best and definitely my favorite podcast of all time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, we've never gotten a favorite. Oh my god. And this is the smiley face with hearts wrapped around it. I'm obsessed with anything paranormal, X-Files for life, and I co-own a business with a psychic where we teach spiritual development. Giving a shout out to the business, it's brandyjoy.com.
Nice.
brandyjoy.com. I'm so sorry for the shameless plugging, LOL. Love you both. Hey, whatever. Plug
away.
Go to brandyjoy.com. They are not sponsoring us.
Check it out.
But you know what? Without you guys sending emails, we don't have a show. So whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My story takes place back when I was in high school living in Charlotte, North Carolina. My friend Jessie from out of state came to visit for a week, and naturally the first thing we did was buy a Ouija board.
Y'all are crazy, man.
I mean, for Jessie, it's like, sure, why not? Not your house. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Burn the whole state down. Who cares?
Let's do it. Who cares?
For the next week, it completely consumed our lives. Before I get into it, I trust Jessie.
Good.
I know she wouldn't have wasted her money just to trick me, and she wouldn't have kept up a prank for that long. We got out the board that night and immediately got in contact with something.
Oh.
It started out extremely slow. It would take a couple of minutes to spell out one word. We found out she was female, and we asked her tons of questions about herself. She tried spelling out her name, but it didn't make any sense to us, and it was really long. We asked her if we could call her Linda, and she said yes.
Yeah, sorry. Fine.
Yeah, sure. We were hooked. We started talking to her every day for hours, and she would tell us the most bizarre things, like how she stabbed her husband and how she used to eat gerbils.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I will say that I forget what country, but I had a friend go out of the country and was like, we stay with a family that ate gerbils. It was just like, not like, it was just like part of their diet, like how some people would eat rabbits.
Ecuador, it's guinea pig.
Oh, you know what?
That
might be what I'm thinking of is guinea pigs.
It's a very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a delicacy?
A delicacy. And I had like some guinea pig when I was there.
I think I'm wrong about the gerbils. I think it is a guinea pig. But anyway, so I won't judge Linda on her gerbils.
Right. Who knows? Yeah.
I have no idea how that didn't scare us enough to stop.
Yeah, man.
But I think we were just so excited to be talking to a spirit. At one point, we asked if she could interact with things in the physical world, and she said yes. Because I'm a terrible sister. We told her to do something to my brother. We ran downstairs to study him and see if anything crazy was happening. He asked us what we were staring at, so we asked him if he felt anything odd. He said his arms all of a sudden started to hurt and immediately said, "What did you guys do to me?"
Oh, no.
We ran back upstairs in hysterics, giving him no explanation. I know, we're sick. And it just became even more entranced by talking to her. We started to notice that each time we contacted her, she would spell things out more quickly. We finally asked her what this meant. She went on to tell us that in order for her to talk to us, she had to go through one of us. She was in Jessie.
Oh, Jessie.
Jessie immediately picked up the Ouija board and ran outside to throw it in the garbage can, all while screaming and crying that she needed to get baptized immediately. As for an update with Jessie, it's been about 10 years since this happened, and she never got baptized. She hasn't experienced anything crazy that she's noticed, so hopefully the connection ended when she got rid of the Ouija board. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for filling my Tuesdays with laughter and spooks, Jackie.
Wow. That's so wild.
How are you getting so good at this? Oh, because I'm inside of one of you.
Yipes. That's so funny, too, of running and just being like, I gotta get baptized.
Holy water, holy water, holy water.
Whoa.
Also, you guys totally deserved it for doing that to your brother.
How funny. Like, what'd you do to me? And just running away. Wow.
Not cool,
Ouija
Jessie
boards,
Jackie.
man.
Oh, man. Like I said, you can't trust them. I want to see now, do people eat gerbils? Do people eat gerbils?
Linda stabbed her husband and ate gerbils.
Guinea pigs just seem to be a thing people do eat. Sounds sad, though. If you are upset by this, sorry.
So sorry.
Sorry, but different cultures they raise and do what they can. So I'm not judging. I'm from Louisiana. We eat the weirdest, gross stuff. So I don't judge other cultures for what they eat.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
I mean, like, it didn't seem weird to eat alligator or frogs or I have not had Nutra Rat though.
What's that?
Oh,
Rat?
Oh, Betsy.
Oh no, do I want to know?
Oh, just type in Nutra. Everyone at home do it too. Or sorry, I spelled it wrong. Tria.
I'm so scared.
Yeah. It's called a beaver rat.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yes. See their orange teeth?
Yeah.
Why well, yes, in Louisiana people eat them.
Wow.
It's like a beaver that doesn't have a flat tail. It just has a rat tail.
Whoa.
And they're an invasive species. So in Louisiana.
Oh, you can like hunt them and stuff?
Yes. In fact, I think like it's encouraged to hunt them. And like there have been like contests and stuff to like come up with the best recipe and blah 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 blah.
Whoa.
They really do look like just a cute little beaver or a muskrat or something. They're adorable. But I've never eaten that.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, like oyster, shrimp, crawfish, we eat all the bottom feeders down there.
Right.
Which you're not supposed to do. But I don't think I've eaten anything crazy. How about yourself?
I think the guinea pig is probably the most wild thing.
Yeah.
It was like in a stew in Ecuador when we were there when I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
And I got sick. I don't know if it was from the stew but I got sick.
Kind of turned you off from the old GPs.
yeah. I don't know if I ever need to eat any more GP. But,
I think the weirdest thing I actually ever ate was once my dad. Guys, if you don't like to hear about this, you got to just end it now. We're not going to do anything else cool. Jump off ship before
the spooky stuff is done.
Now we're just talking about poor animals. But my dad had. I feel like he had done it that morning. He like shot a squirrel out of a tree and then just skinned it and cooked it. And I ate the squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
He like fried it up.
Whoa, yeah.
I don't remember I was like little, but I was like, I'll eat that, whatever.
And I feel fried is just like, yeah, all right, let me dunk it in some ranch. I'll eat whatever, man.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I had fried rattlesnake. It was kind of that.
That is, I think, that's strange.
Yeah. And then Rocky Mountain oysters.
Balls,
everybody. And it's that same thing where it's like, it's just fucking fried and you dunk it in a sauce.
Yeah, if you just deep fry it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, this has been our gross food corner.
Yeah. Sorry, I hope it didn't gross y'all out too much.
Some people are like very sensitive about animals, and I understand that.
Of course.
But I also do think realistically, every culture should not be judged on food choices when we could do whatever we want with food here and not everyone can. So that's my thoughts on that. These are really great, guys.
They were so good.
Send us more. We're always, we're getting to a point where it's a manageable amount. So I'm worried that one day I'm not going to have any, but I'm sure we're fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine because everyone's going to keep having more ghost experiences.
It's true.
We're going to
have happen.
A Bigfoot watching you pee in the woods.
Stinky.
Stinky. Thank you guys so much for sending in.
Yes, thank you.
And for listening.
We love you so much.
Stinky.
Oh, yeah! Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.